Guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time here, you are welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, you are also welcome. My name is Mideje and I film everything UK lifestyle, vlog, travels and all of that beautiful stuff. If you seem to be interested in any of this, just do well to subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button. So guys, in case you don't know, your girl passed a UK driving theory test first attempt. Guys, let them be trouble. Thank you. If you're that person who wish to drive in the UK, or you're preparing for your UK driving theory test, in this video I'll be spilling how I went about it and the materials that I used to prepare, some of the tips and tricks, what to expect and all of those stuff. This video is fully packed. If you're interested in any of this, just keep watching. Just so you know guys, before you can take your driving theory test in the UK, you need to have a provisional driver license. Like, nobody will book you for a driving theory test in UK without that license. And I have a video that I made a couple of months ago regarding the UK provisional driver license. I will leave the link anywhere up here. So then, after getting your provisional driver license, to drive in the UK you will need to do two tests. It's the theory driving test and the practical driving test. And then you can't actually take a practical driving test in the UK without passing your theory driving test. So it's like a link. Your provisional driver license first, then you book your you prepare and book for your theory test. You pass that before you can sit for a practical driving test in the UK. It gets interesting that you can actually get a tutor to teach you how to drive practically in the UK while you've not done your theory test. But then just put it at the back of your mind that you cannot do a practical test without passing the theory. A driving theory test certificate at hand equals to you booking a practical driving test in the UK. Contrary to popular opinion guys, many people believe that it is a walk in the park, like it is an easy peasy to pass the UK driving theory test. But I'm here to tell you that many people fail this like first attempt, so you have to prepare for it. It's not that there is no reason why you shouldn't pass first attempt. Trust me, I passed first attempt. Why shouldn't you? It's an exam on its own and it has to be treated as such. You have to be aware that anything in this UK it needs serious planning. The long queue or waiting times to get dates these days is crazy. So usually I advise people that the moment you get a provisional driver license and you know that you want to get a car, you want to drive in the UK, just go and book a date. You know, book a date. You can let it, because it's likely that you won't get a closer date, to be honest. Most dates you will get are far away, so you can book those far away dates, you know, prepare, work with it, and by the time the date comes, you are ready. Even if you are not ready, or even if you get ready rather earlier than the date, you can move the date forward. So next, let's talk about how the driving theory test is structured. The test is divided into two major sections. You have the multiple choice section and the hazard perception. So for the multiple choice questions, you have 50 questions that you have to finish in 57 minutes. And for the hazard perception, usually for the test, they play different clips. Okay, and you have to react to the hazards in the videos. And for the multiple choice, you have to score 43 of the questions correctly for you to pass that section. Okay, so for 3 over 50 and above is equivalent to a pass. 42 and below is equivalent to a fail. And for the hazard perception, you have to score 44 out of 70 to pass that section. And then you ask me, what if I pass the multiple choice and I fail the hazard perception? I'm very sorry to tell you, my dear, that you will come back and rewrite the test. Yes, this is very achievable. It is not impossible. However, now let's talk about the material that I used to prepare. I used just one material, and it's an in-app application. Like, you have to go to Apple Store or your Play Store to download it, and it's called Driving Theory Test 4-in-1 Kit. It costs about £4.99, so approximately £5. You can find it on Play Store and Apple Store. Like I said, it's very useful guys. That was what I used. It was introduced to me by a friend and I didn't regret using it. So you have the multiple choice question category, you have the hazard perception category that you have to study, and in the hazard perception there are different clips that you can download Okay, so when you are done with the clips that you have there, you've studied those ones, you can actually download more. So this application, this driving theory test 4-in-1 kit, it gives you the opportunity to download more clips that you can practice with. So amazing, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. Then you have the highway code section, also the road sign section, different sections that you can practice. But what you need to focus on properly, guys, is the hazard perception part and the multiple choice. You can also go through the road signs and highway codes just to make you just to get yourself familiarized, with all stuff, because you will need it in the multiple choice. So all these sections all together, trust me, is not the most interesting thing to read in the world. Like, they are boring, just so you know, very boring. It can be very boring sometimes that I just don't want to study anymore. So what I do is, or what I did was that I just study for in an hour. I can open it every 10 minutes in an hour during the day. You get what I mean? And the most amazing thing about this driving theory test 4-in-1 kit is that it reminds you like to study. So it tells you, Mide, your theory test is in 5 days or whatever, and you need to study. So just so you know, guys, if you use this kit, it gives you access to a whole bank of theory test questions. If you ask me, were the questions similar? Like I said, they were similar. Some were actually tricky, but it's a form of foundation for you to give you that opportunity, that facility to know what you're doing. They can ask you if you're towing a caravan on a highway, what is the suitable or the legal speed limit. Personally, when I was practicing for my hazard perception, I found it very tricky. Like, I didn't like it. But you realize that the more you practice, the more you get used to it, the more comfortable and the higher your success rate. Okay, just keep practicing. So basically, guys, the hazard perception is just you reacting to a possible hazard or developing on an actual hazard on the road while you're driving. And an hazard can be anything. It can be a car or a bus, whatever, joining the road in an unsafe manner. It can be different cars parked by the roadside that you need to maneuver your steering to pass the road comfortably. It can be any luggage by the roadside or by the anything that will just make you react while driving. Another reason why I like the mobile app is because it is it's carryable. Like, you can take your phone everywhere, anywhere. So sometimes when I'm in a bus or when I'm traveling wherever, I just take out my phone and I use it. That really makes sense. If I'm in the toilet, anywhere I am and I'm with my phone, I just you seize the opportunity to practice. So you might not want to use this one I'm telling you guys about. There are other ones you can use, but I'm just trying to tell you my experience and the one in particular that worked for me. When you feel you are more comfortable with the questions, you can start taking your mock test. So the application allows you to actually do mock tests, do several mock tests, and it places you like in the examination environment. Trust me, guys, it gives you that 50 multiple choice questions, and it times you 57 minutes, just like you have in your driving theory test day. Just like that, and it helps you to practice. On your theory test day, you actually react to 14 clips, and then this apps also provides you the opportunity to react to 14 clips, and it scores you. So don't forget, like I said, you have to score 44 over 70 to have a pass in the hazard perception, and 43 over 50 to have a pass in the multiple choice questions. So after taking several mock tests, if you're happy, if you've not booked your theory tests, then you can book. Okay, and if you've booked and it's far away, you can move it forward or wait, or vice versa, any ways that you wish. Okay, so for booking your driving theory test, guys, you can go to the DVLA page. Okay, I'll leave the link in the description box or on your screen, wherever you go there, and they will direct you to Person View. Person View is like the body that conducts the tests. Okay, they have different centers all over in the UK, and you put your location. Okay, it gives you different locations close to you where the testing centers where you can take your theory driving test, and it costs £23 actually, guys, to book your theory driving test. So before you pay, you pick the date. There are different dates, some may be far away. So when you pay, guys, they will send you a mail to your email address. I'll leave the link in the description box or wherever, so it can be very easy for you to book your driving theory test. Now guys, let's talk about what to expect on the test day. Prior to the exam day, have a good sleep, but give yourself some time. It's not the revision you do on that morning that will make you pass or fail, just so you know. So what you've been doing, your consistency over the period of time, that will determine your success. So sleep well, eat well, you don't want to be hypoglycemic. You want sugar flowing and pumping into your system. You need sugar, you need glucose to think properly, because there are some questions you're gonna see, my dear. I promise you'll be like, well, what's going on here? Where did they invent this one from? And you'll be like, I know this question now. Why you have two options looking the same? I'm telling you guys. So you need sugar, you need glucose in your system. Try to drink enough water. Keep hydrated before you go for your test. And don't fidget, guys. I know you will be nervous, but try to, compose yourself, okay? So when you get to your theory test center, and in the email I said they will send to you, they will tell you to get to the center 15 minutes prior to your examination or your test. So get there early enough. I even got there like 45 minutes earlier, and to the best of my knowledge, if I can remember, when I got there, they didn't even wait till my time. They did all the checks, security checks, and identity checks, and I started my test just like that. So get there early, compose yourself. Don't bring too many valuables with you. You can just go with your mobile phone and all of that. Don't go with too many valuables, because they will give you somewhere, there will be a cabinet to put your stuffs, and there will be a key anyways. But don't go with children. If you have children, don't go with friends or relatives. Just go alone if possible, okay? And when you get there, they will take your provisional driver license with you, from you. And don't forget, you need to go with your provisional driver license. Without that, you cannot take your driving theory test. They will send you back. So go with your provisional driver license. Don't forget. So when you get there, they collect that from you. They do some checks. If you're on face mask, they tell you to remove your mask, of course. They want to see who is under the mask. And when they confirm your identity, you'll be passed on to another official in there in the Perseview Center, and they will do a security check on you, ask you for a date of birth and all of that. They will check you, they will assess you, check your pockets, just to ensure that you're not carrying some expo, some teeny weeny something inside your pocket. No, I know we are not like that. Anyways, my subscribers are not like that. So then you will now be ushered to go into the test room. Other people there, just so you know, you might meet some other people, but not to worry. They will give you your own table to sit. All you find there is the system and the mouse. The mouse is what will help you to pick or select your answers or react to your hazard as necessary. They will give you some time, like 3 minutes, to read through some, they will give you like a demo on how to pick your questions. Okay, you can do the demo. I did the demo. I didn't even rush anything. I wanted to use my time maximally, like I maximized my time. So you do the demo, then you will start, and it's 57 minutes, guys, for 50 questions. You don't have to stand up at 30 minutes and be like, I'm done. Go through your questions again. For me, I went through over and over again. In as much as I prepared hard, guys, the questions were quite tricky. Give yourself time. Don't be a boss. You're not trying to outsmart or outfirst anybody there. Sit down. It's you against you. Do what you have to do. For the other perception, you might not have the opportunity to go back to assess your answers, of course, because you are clicking and don't click too much. Like I said, when you see hazards, don't react in a very spontaneous manner. It has to be in a logical manner. If you react too much or press that thing more than 10 times, sometimes it's a fail, it's zero, it will cross you off and you will fail that section. So when you're done, you submit everything. The test ends within 5 minutes, guys. Your result is out. The official will print it out to you and fold it, of course, and give it to you. Okay, and that was it. And you check. That was my experience. And then I checked, guys, and I passed. Fortunately, even the answer perception that I thought I would have an issue, guys, I scored 67. Like, guys, 67 over 70. I did not expect it. So you ask me what next after you have the pass certificate for the theory driving test in the UK. You will look for a tutor. If you've not looked for any, you start searching. And this is just a tip. This is mainly for my next video regarding driving in the UK. You have to start looking for drivers early, driving tutors. It is really hard. This is just a tip, it's not part of this video, but it is part of it. Okay, try to get a driver. Start looking for drivers like ASAP. As soon as you know that you're going to write theory test, start looking for tutors to teach you practical driving in the UK. It is not too easy to get a driver. Some people take 3 months, 4 months even, because they have loads of people that they are already taking. And if they tell you you'll be on the waiting list, the waiting list can be 3 months time. Okay, so try to get a tutor and now start practicing to drive practically. You do your practical test. When you pass it, then now you can have the full driving license to drive on the road in the UK, the carriageway, the motorway, the one ways, and whatever. If you're that person who is anticipating doing your driving theory test in the UK right now, you're watching this video, I wish you all the best, and I'm giving you all the heads up. Try to stay calm. You know, you've got this, you can do it. Don't be scared, don't be nervous. Even if you are, try to compose yourself. You've got this. I'm giving you and transferring all the good energies, all the success to you. Okay, so guys, I'm done with this video. If you have any questions, any comment, just drop it in the comment section below. I'll be right there reading. Give this video a big thumbs up if you find it very helpful, and then guys, ultimately subscribe to my channel. Okay, and you can check all of my other videos. I've got really relatable and nice content if you want to catch up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, you know how we do it. Peace and light. Before I forget, share this video. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.